Is the colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Egypt.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
And here's Suarez. Zambrotta. Messi wants to run onto this. Oh, that was vital. Owen. Neymar. Now, can they get him away? He's been slipped through. He's picked his way through. Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best. Buffon did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Seedorf, challenged just a bit on the firm side. Varane cuts out the pass. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Neither side especially adventurous early on. O'Shea. Bullet. Well, they could break here. It's come to nothing. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Egypt clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Zola picks it up out wide. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Owen proves just a little bit too strong.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him. Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And it's Hullet. Now it's Owen. Owen. Rafael Varane produces the perfect tackle there. And this is a decent chance! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Celtic have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Owen. Hullet. Looking to play him in. Hullet.
Celtic always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
And he's managed to get rid. Another throw-in. Hullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Now it's Hullet, played out towards the right wing.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Eto'o. Zambrotta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Zola! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's put paid to the danger. And he's been shifted off it. Nicely shaped ball. Pepe gets over and intercepts. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And Hullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's going to go a long way. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Not got that quite right. And it's Hullet. He's having a hit! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And here's Owen. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Hullet. Van Brosse plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Has crossed into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's really well cleared. That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Celtic leading by one at the break.
A happy wedding anniversary.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Celtic have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So let's get the ball rolling. Celtic leading courtesy of the game's only goal. That's a sharp pass. Nicely weighted ball. Didn't quite work for him. And he can thump it away. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. This is Owen. Egypt are looking to go forward now. O'Shea. Hullet. Van Brosse. Egypt do have a chance to counter here. Neymar. Ferdinand. Rijkaard. Now it's Owen. And this is Luis Suarez. Eto'o chasing after it. And he's had it nicked away. Hullet charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Messi. Gullit has it out wide and in space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Zola really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting...
And the shot! And that's a sharp finish! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 10, Suarez. Number 4, Owen. Number 18, Neymar.
So we have movement on
Coming
both
on the
benches.
field, number 19,
So that's two now
Messi.
without reply.
Number
Well, it's a great
14,
time for them to keep the
Rooney.
momentum going.
Number
I don't see any
22,
need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Araujo calmly anticipates. There could be trouble here. Can he finish? Goal! Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Egypt really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Eto'o. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi. Zambrotta.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 9, Gullit. Number 20, Seedorf. Coming on the field, number 11, Ronaldinho. Number 8, Mateus.
That pass isn't the best.
Substitution.
And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Rooney.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's under a lot of pressure there. Oh, good-looking ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rijkaard. And he's there to get it away. There will be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, played right into his path. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, there's a probing ball. Veron was alert to the possibilities, but oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. That was travelling.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. It was worth a go.
It's their second corner of the game.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And this is Rooney. Rooney! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Rooney certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
No, he's not getting past him there. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Rooney.
Pretty robust defending.
No foul, says the referee. Yamal. Pele. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. Veron. Maldini clears without hesitation. That is ended up in no man's land. Knocks it out wide. And that is headed for the middle. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment.
For support for our charity fund.
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.